Why, hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm sorry, I'm trying to log my stuff in because it's been a while. And, oh, that is a quick password. Oh, go fuck yourself. I just want to read my chat, asshole. That's all I want to do. Oh, you're serious? Are you serious? How is that not my That is my password, motherfucker. I'm trying another way. Did I change my password by chance? Is there a possibility? Maybe just a slight possibility? No, that is the password. No, that is it. What in the hell? I cannot. Really? Really? Are we serious? Oh, good God. Okay, that's great. That's fantastic. I just want to read my chat, but I can't. Apparently, I can't read my chat for some reason. Yeah, that's real nice. Oh, that's real fucking nice. Okay, that ain't annoying at all. That ain't slightly annoying that I can't read my fucking chat. I just want to read my chat, man. Hope you're all doing good tonight. I guess I'm gonna do it another fucking way. Cause why the fuck not? I'll figure it out later. Alrighty, let's do it this way then. All right, so how we doing tonight, folks? While I'm getting it all set up, how are we doing tonight? We doing all right? Well, at least I hope we're doing all right. Uh, yeah, so this is gonna be kind of a follow up on the situation that happened with Raja and Psycho Stew. Because oh my freaking lord, there's a lot of stuff that's come out recently, and a lot of people have been giving their opinions. Some great, not some. Some have not been so great. So it's been rather kind of sad, honestly. But that's just kind of what's been happening at the moment. So, oh yeah, I seem to be having better connection. That's good at least. Go ahead and stop playing the video. Bring it down here because I don't need the video playing. I just need to be able to see the chat. Hey, Cold Fire. So yeah, we're gonna be. I was gonna bring Onion on, but I can't seem to find Onion at the moment. Onion is a great friend of mine. Was helping me with the documentary. Not quite sure where he's at the moment, but yeah. So I'm gone. I've gone back to my older software that I used to use, Prism. Let's see, okay, good. Yeah, the chat is working. Want to make sure. Uh, which is a fork of OBS. To my knowledge, it's a fork of OBS, but it offers similar packages to what Streamlabs does. So let me just bring this microphone in a little closer. So yeah, I think I'll be working with this one from now on because fuck me, Streamlabs was just. I see why people tend to have issues with Streamlabs, but that's not the point. The point is that we're here. We're going to talk about Raja Jackson, the son of Quentin Rampage Jackson, which I want to make this clear. I don't think I made it clear the last time I live streamed. So I want to make myself clear when I say that I have no ill will feelings towards the father. I just didn't appreciate the fact that he mocked the wrestler and then afterwards came out and said that he was sorry. And to be honest, the thing about it is that I don't blame him for what his son did at all. And while that was weird about the bail thing, it's probably because his son was doing something stupid and was going to get himself in trouble. That's what I suspect is the reason why. But again, like I said, I don't blame the father. I don't say it's the father's fault. However, the fact of the matter is, his son should still go to jail. His son should be in jail, and the fact his son is not being faced with any criminal charges is very depressing. It's very depressing to know that right now his the son just is not facing any criminal charges for what he did because he should be facing criminal charges. Plain and simple. That's the fact. That is a total fact. He should be facing criminal charges. Now, like I said, there's a ton of wrestlers have come out and gave their opinions about it. You remember Martin Mayhaven. Martin is a great Maven, excuse me. Maven's a great wrestler. Maven Hoffman, that's it. Maven Hoffman is a great wrestler. Yeah, he's well known for eliminating The Undertaker at the Royal Rumble. He had a great extent on Tough Enough, and he's had a great YouTube channel documenting many different wrestlers' life stories. He even helped expose what happened with The Undertaker's podcast, 6 Feet Under with Mark Calloway, now known as 6 Feet Under with The Undertaker. So, what was it? He did a video about it, and he got a lot of criticism, a lot of heat, because in the video he said that Raja was borderline assault and battery, and a lot of people took that as he was trying to defend him. And also at the beginning of the video, he stated that at that moment in time, when Stu hit him upside the head with the can, he should have. That's when Raja should have taken action. And I like those are things I said on my live stream that I agree with. He didn't really blame Stu. He thought it was weird that Stu and the others didn't inform Raja ahead of time. And it come to find out his the cowboy guy that I kept ragging on, his name is AJ, which my nickname is also AJ. So I'm gonna have people start calling me AJ so that way I'm not getting associated with this dumbass. Because this dumbass went on a live stream with a guy and defended himself. Said it was perfectly fine what he said, that apparently the promoters, get this, the promoters told him he needed to tell Raja to get his payback. And part of the reason why the police have not arrested Raja for what happened is because nobody's cooperating with the officers, except for the few wrestlers that helped him. Nobody's cooperating with the officers to help him with the situation at hand. People aren't talking to the officers. The officers are not getting hold of all the video footage. They only have the clips of what they have seen uh, on like YouTube and what was it, Facebook and whatnot, and what was a few other places I'm trying to think, X or Twitter if you want to call it Twitter. They're seeing stuff like that, so they're not fully getting everything, and they're struggling to get all that information right now. So I'm not particularly mad at the officers for not completely stepping in on this because they're right now they're getting blocked. They're getting cock blocked heavily. And so that's why they're struggling to get a lot of the information and everything. And so that's why I'm not completely mad about the situation at hand. And I feel bad for them because that is, it's just awful. It's so awful what happened. And the fact of the matter is, again, Raja should be in jail. He should so be in jail for what happened. The fact that he's not in jail is just, it's sad. And so that's why nobody's really reported the situation yet. Or I should say, the reason why officers have not made an arrest yet is because they don't have everything together yet. They're getting the stuff together. Once they get the stuff together, because Raja is not going to flee. If Raja's smart, he will not leave this country or leave the state he's in. Because if he does, it will make him look more guilty, and it will, of course, fuck his career up. But, anyways, let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the video I got pulled up from Jim Cornette, because I've been waiting for Jim Cornette to give his opinion on the situation, and he's finally come out. So we're gonna have Jim. So we're gonna listen to Jim Cornette's opinion, and I'm gonna talk about it as well. Because, like I said, I was waiting for him. And I also want to make a couple things clear. He does have a GoFundMe. I have shared it on my Facebook and my Twitter, if I'm not mistaken. So go to both my Facebook and my Twitter, which all those links are below. And also in my YouTube channel description, you can use the link me tree to find it. Or you can go and find me at the Den of Tim Studios if you want to look me up that way. And you should be able to find it. If not, I will Make sure to also share it later on after the live stream is over, because right now people like Chris Jericho and Finn Balor have come out and donated thousands upon thousands of dollars. Even Maven has also donated almost $1,000 to him, his YouTube revenue to him. So good on them. I'm so glad that so many people have stepped up and are coming out to help him. It's just fantastic. It's fantastic to see that so many people are coming out in support of him. So, with all that being said, we're going to go ahead. We're going to pull this video up right here. Yeah, click here. We're going to click this button right here real quick.
There's been a story.
And we're going to drop the footage down to, oh, here, that should be reasonable. And then we're going to now swap over. So now we should, oh, come on. Was it control? No, that's right. It was control C. There we go. Oh, I forgot. Give me 1 second. I forgot to change it real quick. Change the macOS screen capture properties. Cause I forgot I'm using a different monitor. There we go. Because you guys don't need to see the YouTube thing. Let me unlock you. You over here. Keep forgetting that I use a different monitor for this. There you go. Maybe not that bulky, but right about there. That should be good. Then we can go down here real quick. Like I said, this is it's been a while since I've used this one, Prism Studios. So forgive me for not being completely let's see, oh, we could go to, oh Christ, what button did I click there? I shouldn't have clicked. Okay, here we go. There you go. Okay. And then let's see, where's my, oh, right here. Unlock. And let's make me nice and big. That's what she said. That's what she said. Oh, I am immature when it comes to that. Okay. Let's click you. Let's move you over here. And let's move you right there. No, I don't need, no, Coalfire, I don't need a flamethrower. What the hell are you talking about? No, I don't. No, I don't. Oh, no, I gotta, oh, who cares? You know what? I don't care. Let's get on to the video. Let's get on to the video, shall we?
There's been a story this week that we have to talk about here at the top of the show, and I thought the big thing this week would be just reviewing the AEW pay-per-view, knowing that they typically go somewhere between 8 and 45 hours.
Yeah.
Figured there'd be a lot of things to talk about. But I woke up to a bunch of people sending me footage, and to this point right now, it hasn't stopped. I don't know if I've ever seen something that didn't take place in WWE that was big, or like CM Punk showing up in AEW. I don't know if I've ever seen the reaction from the listeners to a story, and this is the story of someone most of us had not really heard of before. Raja Jackson, the son of Rampage Jackson, the legendary mixed martial artist and UFC fighter, and an appearance, I don't even know if...
Oh my God, Coalfire, what the fuck, man? Really, Coalfire, really, Coalfire, really. I need you to stop smoking crack, Coalfire. I need you to stop smoking crack. All right. I know you love the devil's lettuce and crack, but I'm gonna need you to stop. Anyways, continue.
We call it. There may be more appearances coming in the future. But,
yes, I think some of them will be mandatory.
But he was at a show in Southern...
I think some of those appearances gonna be more appearances from them. Gee, you think? Yeah. I'm sure there's gonna be a ton of appearances. I think it's gonna be the form of I don't know, him going to prison. and some of those, yeah, like Jim Cornette said, some of those are gonna be kind of mandatory. They're gonna be mandatory because like, I mean, you can't just beat a man half to fucking death and then think that nobody's gonna like go, hey, maybe we should not let this guy out, just like for our safety. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, maybe I'm smoking crack here. Maybe I'm smoking a lot of crack, but I'm fairly confident. Hello, amigo. I wasn't sure if you were on tonight because I was going to bring you on otherwise. So if you want to hop into Discord, I can bring you on. We can watch this. Okay, good. Discord's not fucking having to update right in the middle of this because that would piss me off. Because I didn't see you on. That's why I didn't bring you on because otherwise I would have brought you on. But, so, you let me know when you're in the studio and we'll get in there. But meanwhile, I'm going to continue commenting on this. So I love the thumbnail that they're using. This is hilarious. Jim Cornette with the Jim Cornette iPhone taking a picture. Roger with a worst scene, man. That's so stupid. I love it. Give me a second to get it loading. There we go. I gotta click this button right there, and there we go. And now you are.
Oh, thank you.
I told you I'd bring it on the next time.
Yeah, quick question, but why the heck did you not bring me in the last 2 times? Did you not see me asking multiple times earlier?
There's certain people I want on for certain times, for certain reasons.
Yeah, quick question though. Exactly how much worse do you think the situation is that you've got right now is going to get for this poor guy? Because it seems like he's really wanted to dig himself a grave.
The fact that here's the thing for me, it's the fact that he literally beat the man. It wasn't just that he hit him once or twice or whatever, right? It wasn't just he hit him on a spine buster, then nailed him in the head and walked off or whatever, right? It's the fact that he literally tried to beat him to death. Now, a lawyer did point this out. Legal Mindset, he's worth checking out. Okay, good. You are seeing the screen. He did say that he has some if it is true that he did have a concussion at the time, he has diminished responsibility. And what that means is that because of his concussion, he couldn't necessarily help what was happening. Like, he wasn't.
I know. I've actually yeah, and by the way, I've only had 1 beer, so do not ask me if I'm drunk. I've been only going slight, and I've just had friends over, so my brother's friends are here. So, also, one last thing. If this is really going to go as bad as you expect, what the hell do you think is going to go wrong with the other guy? You remember that other 2 streams that you were talking about where that guy, whoever was being absolute corn shit or whatever it was? Yeah, you talked about him like twice, I think.
Oh, you're talking about Review Tech?
Yeah, that guy. Is he still doing his stupid shit?
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I literally am now rent free in his mind. He literally now live streams about me all the time.
Is there a link you can send me to see this?
Yeah, after the show, I'll grab you the link. Well, it's a members only, so just know that he expects you to pay to see it.
There's got to be at least a bootleg version of that.
It probably is. I could ask somebody. I know I've got some stuff is saved as well, but
by the way, I don't know if you're in North Carolina or anything, but I'm going to just let you know that there's quite a large cooldown coming this year, and it's looking like a very cold September.
You know, I could honestly take it. I would seriously take that right now because the heat's unbearable. I have multiple fans.
Where exactly did you say what state?
I live in Georgia.
Yeah, you're probably going to enjoy this because it's probably going to go all the way to the East Coast and Gulf Coast.
Yes, finally. Again,
there's just one problem though. They're saying a nor'easter or a tropical storm could form.
Why not?
So enjoy with it.
You know, why not? Can't enjoy anything good without something bad happening. You know, it's just like
it's an effect.
It's just what the hell? What? in the hell? What the hell? By the way, for all you audience members who are wondering, this is Warlord. He is one of my general mods in my Discord server. Say hello to
Lead
everyone.
moderator. Hello.
General
And
means
just one of
lead.
the, we know exactly what you mean. You just haven't yet given me the damn admin power. So I don't know why you care not to, but that would actually be a really nice thing to do. Although I may have not proven myself as a mod, unless you think I am.
Well, I mean, I haven't removed you from the mod team, but that's business discussions to be handled later. In the meantime,
Excuse me, but business actually, I don't mean to sound like an ungrateful son of a bitch, but I do need to remind you that I have been having an actual 3D printer crisis right now. So unless you want to say that these guys are worse than that, and saying that pouring $447 into a 3D printer and then have it break after August 18th in a certain amount of time is worse than what these clown shoes are doing, then maybe we should just say, for certainty sake, that they are just as bad as the worst can come. Unless there's something else you want to mention about that.
I've dealt with worse. If it makes you feel any better, I busted. I had to get new snare wire straps because the snare wire straps I was using busted, and that was real fun. Because I'm not exactly rolling in the dough right now, but that is irrelevant to the conversation at hand.
I'm actually kind of sorry, but you actually have only one person watching now. You when I looked at this, it had 3 people watching. I don't know what the hell's wrong with people, but if they really don't like the drama that started and then having a little side conversation, then I don't know if they understand the diversification. Because now there's like 2 people watching, and I don't even think it's going to go up to 3. Not at this point. That is unless they want to actually listen.
Well, it would be nice. But anyways, let's continue on with this video, shall we?
And I do have one question to ask you, though.
Called Knox.
If they're really, if this is going to get any worse than you think it will, what do you really think is going to happen in the coming months ahead for them?
For Raja or Review Tech?
Both.
Review Tech, I scasm to speculate. I'm going to wait until a couple of guys, maybe hopefully 8-Bit Eric for the official show, either this Saturday or Sunday, to speculate him. Because I got one final big blow off for that video, so if you want to be a part of that, feel free to. But as far as Roger's concerned,
how big a blow off are we talking? Because it's not in the terms that you think it is it?
For me, it's going to be the blow off because after that, I don't plan on talking about Review Tech for a while, at least until he does something else incredibly fucking stupid. Either that or Eric goes.
I can tell you this, and I'm going to. I don't know if you've met someone that's going to a country club before, have you? That's me.
Nice.
High class living.
High class living. I wish I was. That's just me.
Seriously, people, that didn't get more people watching. Only 2 fucking people. If the other 3 left, then they are really queers or something, or they just have nothing much to do.
People watch me as they see fit, and that's what I appreciate. Oh, you want
the
to
only thing that I appreciate is when what?
Oh, Casey, you want to come in and talk about it? Come join the Discord server. I know you're in the Discord server. Go join the voice chat. I'll bring you in. Because
yeah.
I've got a lot that I want to discuss here, and we've got like an hour plus video, so why not?
Hey, if you're going to do an hour plus video at 1 a.m. with almost it being 2 o'clock my time and your time, then feel free. But remember, anyone who doesn't have enough Mountain Dew in them or something that they need, as in caffeine or water, is going to be the ones that have the death of them.
Yeah, ain't my problem. Anyways.
Wrestling or Knox Championship
your
Wrestling.
Problem. Having people like that on your conscience is maybe a little bit worse. I don't know. But seriously, play the video.
Let's see if he's in. No, he's not in yet. All right, so while I wait for him to join, let's go ahead.
Did I have the power to drag him down here, or did you not give me that?
Oh, you should have the ability. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to.
Where the hell is he?
I don't think he's in the voice chat.
Good Lord. Yeah, because you can't even really explain to people who
he's in a voice chat
under a rock.
I'm just trying to
and
find
haven't
him.
Heard about this. We'll try to go over what happened, but like you said, the attention
to LOLVC,
because it just came out of nowhere. And it's not even it's really incidental. And it's about wrestling. It's just about this celebrity MMA fighter's moron son that
for some reason I'm not able to move him to that.
Murder after
I have
admitting
leader,
that he's going to do it, then does
he's not
it,
able to be moved.
His own cameraman shoots it and streams it to the world. So that kind of, was those things that tripped everybody's trigger.
Hey, made full screen for me, and I appreciate that. So he's got a point there. He's got a big point there. They're like, the fucking moron camera films the whole damn thing. So, like, it takes away any possibility of him having any plausible deniability. Hey, Casey, how you doing?
Hey, what's up?
Yo.
Not much. We're doing a follow-up to the Raja Psycho Sue incident. I was like, earlier in the stream, when I started it up, I was discussing how he now has a GoFundMe page with multiple wrestlers, including Finn Balor and Chris Jericho have donated to. The cowboy wrestler that I made fun of, his name is AJ, so nobody call me AJ anymore because I don't want to be associated with that motherfucker. Because he literally said,
"Are you fucking kidding me right now?"
Yeah, the guy's name is literally AJ. AJ Green, I think, is it.
Hey, no offense, BJ, but we may or may not have another fucking optical store forming in the main development zone. Yeah, fuck me sideways. That's fucking stupid. But anyway, yeah, about the wrestling, I really do feel sorry for the poor guy.
Well, that AJ, he went on a podcast and he was pretty much victim blaming Psycho Stu, and not only that, he was pretty much shitting on people responding to the video.
Oh,
so I mean, it's basically that bad.
Oh, the guy literally said that he was told by production to go and tell Raja to quote unquote get his receipts. Now, here's the thing: in the MMA world, when you talk about giving receipts, you're saying, okay, if the guy beats the shit out of you, you gotta beat him and then some. You gotta do more. You gotta like show him that you're not a bitch. In the wrestling business, to cool tensions, if someone hits you with a potato, you hit them with a potato back. Hitting with a potato means throwing a real punch. So if somebody legitimately punches you for real, say by accident, you can throw one back, and that would be the end of it, right? That's the end of it. Discussion's done, fight's done, no more. But this cowboy retard decided that it was a smart idea to tell the MMA fighter, who he, by the way, was best friends with, and knew he had a concussion.
Hey, just not to overstep here, but how bad of language are we allowed to use on this video if you're really wanting to not get YouTube on your back?
As far as I go, as long as you're not threatening to murder people outright or threatening, you can't be threatening physical violence. And
I've got a pretty bad one for you, and it's a bit of a doozy.
Go ahead.
Well, I just think he's a Negro rapist ass motherfucking sidewinding piece of shit. Well, if he really thinks he's that good, then he's really bad. And I think he's associated with the neo-Nazis and Hitler, along with Stalin.
Oh my God.
Now, I don't agree with the N-word being said. We don't discuss the N-word here. But everything else I thought was hilarious.
I use that as a context. Fuck off.
Oh, well, technically, he didn't use the N-word. That word he used is Spanish for black.
Well, I had to.
Hey, at least we bumped it up to 3 people watching at this point.
Well, as long as
you hear that, 3 people were not afraid of saying it.
But the thing is the guy is straight up an animal. There's no the guy's obviously.
I wouldn't get calling him an animal is just too kind. I'd say he's a demon. Or a devil.
Or see, if you call someone a predator, first thing you would think of a sexual predator.
No. I think he's worse than sexual predator. If anything, I think he's what do you call it? I think he's something to do with a sadist.
Oh, sadomasochist.
But
Worse than sadomasochist. He's like Gray Still Plays, but on crack cocaine with Josh. Let's game it out, and several other shits.
That's rough.
yes.
You
Well,
think that's, I think that it's even more rough that he actually directly contacts Satan.
see, the thing is, like, you know,
if you haven't figured it out yet, I'm actually going to be only comedy in this video for you to keep your views up. As long as it's non-polarizingly political, for fuck's sake, that I do not want anywhere near me.
Yeah, I don't blame him with that. I don't blame him with the political stuff. But what were you gonna say, Casey?
I was gonna say that. Oh gosh. He was getting rage baited by his Kick followers. So, like,
Is he now?
Oh,
come again?
yeah. Oh, so
Is he now?
Oh, so Warlord, if you didn't know, he was live streaming the whole event, the whole thing, along with the wrestling promotion, Knox Wrestling, which is in LA. He was live streaming his part of it, like behind the scenes and everything. His chat was encouraging him to murder the wrestler. And he said, whoever gives me 50 subs, I will kill him in the ring.
Well, here's the thing.
So what do you think this means then for him? Because that's nothing to him. He if he seriously is wanting to do that to people, then what do you honestly think he is as a human being, other than saying that thou shalt not murder?
Well, I mean, think about what Rampage did to him, where Rampage was pretty much calling him a bitch and calling him, pretty much calling him gay, because he was saying that he was getting, first he got attacked, and then he was hugging a bunch of guys in underwear or tights, and so he's pretty
use that term with me. I wear them as a comfort thing, so nobody gives a fuck.
But yeah, so Rampage was just straight up making fun of his child of him, and it was like during this whole thing.
I think he's this. Not many sides. If you don't understand what I mean by that, that means that there's not many sides to him. He's just a one-dimensional being. Then I just break your mind, but if he's a one-dimensional being, that means he can't perceive or understand the second, first, third, and fifth dimension.
Well,
Didn't mean to get crazy on you there.
I'm thinking not only the kid's in trouble, Rampage is probably going to get sued because how much would this kid have, you know? Plus, the kid's going to be in jail. There's footage of Rampage making fun of.
There was actually a kid of my dad's girlfriend with a kid actually almost got 6 years in prison for running from the police just because he wanted to keep his fucking dirt bike. So if that's how stupid this guy's kid is going to get, then okay. That's all I got to say about that.
I think if he's going to go to jail, he's probably doing at least 20 years for what he just did.
Oh, I so fucking hope he does more than that, because here's the thing. He broke the majority of the man's teeth. He broke his jaw. He broke his sockets, his eye sockets. He broke the man's nose. He busted the orbital sockets, which is the back of the eye. The man was bleeding from his ears. He flatlined in the ring. He almost fucking died for real. And his family's now having to raise thousands of dollars because the veteran insurance will not cover what happened to him. And so,
that's fucked up.
So, like, the man's having to pay basically out of fucking pocket for all his injuries. As far as I'm concerned, the fact that Raja, that his father tried to initially cover up for him is what pissed me off. I felt some sympathy for the father originally when I first read his initial post, like when I saw the tweet and everything. I didn't see the videos, and I saw the tweet. I felt bad for Rampage Jackson because I was like, I couldn't imagine being a father in that position where my son did something so heinous and he wasn't well, and the coach knew he wasn't well, and the coach drug him into something he shouldn't have been there. Like that. But then when I heard what he initially said about the wrestler, which you brought up, which he called the wrestler a bitch and threatened, saying he would have whooped his ass and would have killed him, basically, it was absolutely insane. And then when he tried to roll back on it, that pissed me off even more. And then he tried to roll back on it again with TMZ, and then he tried to do it again on his live stream, saying that. Oh,
have you not asked for a shout out yet, by any chance?
No, I don't normally ask for any shout outs.
Well,
People
whoever's
come and
watching,
watch me.
shout this guy out. He's doing truth and good work.
I appreciate it. But my point is that you can't sit here and say that you're that. And that's what pisses me off is the fucking father.
Isn't he like the whore of Babylon then?
Well, I don't know about any like biblical stuff that could connect to it. I'm mostly just sticking with the wrestling.
I think that's all of us connected to it, but that's what he's like. And if you really think that he's slandering someone, then you're slandering everyone else.
Well, I don't know about slander, but what I'm going to say is that, as far as I'm concerned, the man was trying to defend his son's actions, and then when he got called out for defending his son's actions, he got butthurt. And Casey, I bet you read where he said that MMA Guru was was saying that he was racist for calling him out.
I think you can call him CJ though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they had to. Rampage had to throw out the race card. I mean, of course. I mean, God forbid this is not. I mean,
I do have one justification for saying the N-word, and that was because there's a black supremacy thing in South Africa now, of all things, which they are racist towards freaking white people, and it's basically the flip of the coin, literally in America. So we're racist to black people; they're racist to white people down in South Africa.
I'm not racist. This show's
that's
not
what
racist.
That's what they do in South Africa. That's what they do in South Africa.
Right, but we'll discuss that at a later date. No political ideologies while we're discussing wrestling here.
Okay, mister. I just am curious if wrestling has ever gotten to that point for anyone.
Just so much fucking wrestling history. I would have to go over it. I would be stuck here for 3 days at least. But that's not the point of why I'm here. Let's get back to what we were discussing, which is
sometimes a lot of fun.
But let's get back to here. And the point is that this guy was not a wrestler. He should not have been anywhere near the wrestling ring. And the fact of the matter that no one let him in on what was going to happen. AJ knew what was going to happen, but refused because he was there in the booking meetings. He knew what was going to happen. And he didn't fucking say anything to Raja and tell him, hey, we're going to be doing this thing. Let me introduce him to him real quick behind the scenes, and then we can set everything up. Because then at least why Stu would have knew, and Stu wouldn't have hit him, or would have talked to him, hey, I'm going to take this empty beer can, I'm going to smash it over your head. I want you to stumble back. And they get all mad and like shove me. And then let's start trying to fight so that way, because I'm going to have them film it and post it. So that way when people go to watch the kick stream tonight, they're going to be waiting for you to hit me with this and that and the other, expecting you to get your comeback. Or payback in that sense. If that had happened, or if somebody had told fucking Raja what was going to happen, I would have been more sympathetic to Raja at that point. But I'm not sympathetic to him, and here's why. Because originally I was like, okay, Stu did something stupid and got hurt, but it still doesn't justify it. When I found out that Stu had apologized to him multiple times and they shook hands, and he said, yeah, man, we're cool. I got no problems with you. And then AJ went fucking there behind Stu's fucking back and talked shit. And he said he was going to help him fucking kill Stu. I'm just saying, AJ's a fucking piece of shit. And he should not be allowed in the fucking wrestling business. That motherfucker should be blackballed from every wrestling show on the God's green earth. Every one of them. I don't give a shit. Black fucking bald. Should not be allowed in AEW. If AEW picks him up, then AEW deserves to go under. I'm just going to say it right now. If TNA picks him up, same fucking thing. WWE, they won't pick him up. So we're good there.
You seriously
versus
think,
Raw.
you seriously think anyone's actually gonna pick him up even before all this? I mean, it's very, very unlikely for any of these indie wrestlers to ever make the big times. The only reason they ever do is because either they have a gimmick that went viral, kind of like how you had Orange Cassidy or Danhausen, or you're a great wrestler like Bryan Danielson. Like, that's people who make the big time show. This cowboy, it's not even a freaking original gimmick. Like, that guy was not going to make the big time at all. So, I wouldn't even worry about him being blackballed because there's not a chance in hell for him making even TNA.
Yeah, especially now, because what was it? 8-Bit Eric came out and said like he did some booking for TNA and everything. He said he saw that.
Isn't there that other guy that you were mentioning along with this, or is there no connection to that one guy that the other two
Review
that you
Tech?
mentioned in the stream?
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't there a connection to those guys? Connection to the stream now that you're talking about? Because there would be an interesting story in that.
Well, like I said, the Review Tech stuff that's going to all be finished up on the next show.
No,
so...
I'm saying, is there a connection to Review Tech with this nonsense?
No, there's no connection with Review Tech this time around.
Let's just spread a little assumption to annoy him.
Well,
you know what? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I wouldn't be surprised if Review Tech had a hand in that. Maybe he was in that chat in there encouraging him just to piss 8-Bit Eric
Do you
off.
realize that you're landing Review Tech in jail now because of that? Man, fuck him
The fact
sideways.
Review Tech has not gone to jail for half the shit that he's done, that he's admitted to, I'm just saying. Because he's admitted to stuff that's actually criminal, and yet has not gone to fucking jail. It's unbelievable.
You know what's funny?
It's unbelievable at that point.
What's funny, one time that 8-Bit Eric told me that Jostler just happened to find the cameo that I got from 8-Bit Eric, where he's laying in bed with Billy from the Game Chasers, and Rich was reviewing it, and that was my intro for one of my videos for my channel. So it was just a short. I put like the cameos on my shorts. So Jostler found that somehow and showed that to Rich.
Well, I'm about to say,
like,
Jostler's also been clipping my channel. Him and 1-2 both have been clipping my channel and sending it to Review Tech. And I'm sure he's going to take the whole N-word thing out of context and send it to Review Tech so I get to deal with that. That's going to be lovely. It's going to be very lovely.
Jostler is just a fucking rat.
Oh, he is. And you know what's so funny is that he came on and like apologized for everything he did, right? And turned around and did it again. Didn't turn around and call my father a pedophile. You know, the guy's been dead for 21 years.
Mm-hmm. What would he say if you were doing all of this, though, right now?
If I'm sure my father would probably partially wonder why the hell do I even talk to these people, and secondly, my father would want nothing to do with it.
Well, I guess at that point you're right.
Well, if your father was Rampage Jackson, he would call you a bitch, or you're gay too.
I know, right?
I think it could be something worse than that, and I could probably say something much worse. Something that would probably get us channel struck.
Yeah, I'm not interested. Anyways, let's continue on. We've only watched like 30 seconds of the video.
That would get your channel struck.
I can just hit that mute button. Anyways, let's continue on with the video. We've only watched like 2 minutes of this.
Before we delve into this any further,
I'm going to speed it up.
Because it is related to wrestling. The summation in all of this is that I think that
Discord just break on me.
Roger Jackson needs to go to prison for quite some time, where he can contemplate the choices he's made in his life.
I didn't think a brief disconnection would do that.
absolving
is
him
actually
of
really
any
weird.
responsibility for being
Tim's,
a
you got
fucking
something better?
lunatic. But everybody involved in this at
He might
some
be
level
gone.
is
I think
an
we might have
idiot,
broke Tim's.
unprofessional.
I was listening to what Jim Cornette was talking about.
I think we might have broken Discord somehow. Discord decided to do its backdoor.
I don't know how you
backdoor
broke Discord,
shenanigans here.
but like I said, I was
Discord's
listening to. Oh, okay, I see what
Oh,
happened. Yeah,
brother, if I had any idea of computer issues, I could mess with. I wouldn't even explain
that
it.
for you. So I was listening to what Jim Cornette had to say because I was paying attention to what he was talking about.
Okay. Great. Now we gotta find a fucking door. It just lied.
Situation shouldn't have been even allowed to happen. And it's just an example of why that I am so goddamn disgusted with the wrestling business, both at the major level and at the small time level, the Outlaw Mud Show level.
Yep.
And the only good person that I can see in this, or that actually more than good, the only sane, rational human being that did anything right was the guy, and I forgot his name now because I never heard any of these people, but the guy that pulled Raja off of the guy that he was trying to kill.
Oh, his name was Doug something. I just saw an interview with him. He came.
I've shut up for a while.
Before that, there was another guy that was trying to grab him. He was 17 years old, and he was wearing like a luchador style mask. He tried to grab Raja first.
A predator at this point now? Is that what he's been demoted to, or a cocaine dealer?
Lord, I don't know what the fuck Raja's doing right now. Probably doing the smart thing like his lawyer, if he has a lawyer, which he hopefully does. Probably doing what his lawyer's telling him to do, which is shut the fuck up and don't touch the internet for a while.
Before we continue any further, when did all of this happen exactly?
This happened Saturday night.
What, last Saturday night?
Yep. Like it went down that night and has been steamrolling.
Saturday night is in. Saturday night is completely eventful. What the hell?
Yeah, I know, right? It's just like, if it ain't one fucking thing, it's another. But at the same time, I don't want to make myself seem like a victim of any sort of anything. And I feel so bad for this guy right here, for Stu.
Yeah, Tim's, your pings are going skyrocketing. Like you cut out for a brief minute. Discord's deciding to have shenanigans with you now.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
Yet again.
Well, remember, I am live streaming at the same time that I'm on Discord, so my live stream.
Did I not mention that? Did I not mention that there have been times when I've wondered if people have intentionally talked about this as a bad situation in wrestling, but also have had their computers blue screen?
Well, again, my point is that this whole thing could have been avoided if he had just simply not did what he did.
He disconnected yet again.
Yeah. All right, let's fix it like that. Anyways, so while I wait for Discord to reboot, the point is that this whole situation could have been avoided if he had just not did what he did. It's just because, again, there was no reason. Like, why the hell was Raja? I don't understand why Raja was even being brought in. Like, what was the point? Raja has no reputation to him. Now he does. He has a horrible fucking reputation. Like, a reputation is gonna fucking make sure he never fucking fights again. But the guy's never fought a day in his life, apparently. Excuse me, at least there's no official record. And if you were bringing him in as like the son of Rampage Jackson or something like that, I don't know how that makes sense either. Why not just bring in Rampage Jackson himself? And then have like a scene where like Stu beats up his father and then Raja comes in, like goes to save his father. And he's like, and I'm challenging you to a match, Stu, because you're Stu, you're a cow. You call yourself a psycho, but yeah, because you're a psycho. You're psycho enough to fight me, but you're also a coward. I'm going to beat you up for attacking my father or something like that. I can understand if that was like the thing, but it made no sense that he just randomly comes in and beats Stu up. I don't get, because what was the build up for it? Where was the setup for that? There was none. There was no setup. There was no build up for that. There was nothing. And that's what pisses me off even more about it, is there was nothing setting up for it. Again, that may just be me, but that's how I feel about that. That there was no setup. It was just kind of like, let's just bring this Mitch star in because it sounds good. And so that's why I'm saying that it's just that's why I'm saying that it's just not good. All right. But again, that's just me. Discord's just shat itself, so screw it. I'm just gonna do it by myself. This fucking Discord's giving me trouble tonight. Anyways, let's continue with the live stream.
Also a stand-up guy.
Well, and again, if you Google any report about this thing, you'll have all these people's names. But here's the problem. Here's the multitude of problems. We may be here for a minute. None of this should have ever taken place. What the people saw,
so Discord just up and chat itself. So I'm just gonna give up on Discord tonight instead of having to fight it, and I'll figure out what's going on with Discord later. But anyways, let's continue.
This
feel free to chat in the
Jackson, but his father does it too. They just wander around their daily life with somebody next to them with a fucking camera phone, broadcasting them taking a shit, making coleslaw. I don't know what the fuck. Why are they just sitting around on camera on the internet? These people, what's happened? How is this?
They try to make money with.
How would you make money? What the fuck?
They're making content. They're influencers. I don't know who they're influencing.
The content that
Nobody.
I saw was either this guy Raja standing around fucking cutting incoherent promos and raving about shit, or his father Rampage was sitting with some other guy watching something that we couldn't fucking see.
Look, I don't know how many people are watching it, but this was a live stream to an audience that apparently was giving him feedback after the initial confrontation, egging him along, and he was telling them, yeah, I'm going to do something.
Okay, but this is news to me that people would just walk around with a camera broadcasting their, walking down the street. Oh, I wonder if there's a place to take a piss around here type of day. And that anybody would give a shit to watch it. So that's the first thing. So these people are fucked up. So then, apparently, Knox Pro Wrestling, which is, at least in name.
Let's see. Let me see if Discord's working again. Yeah, see, that's what I was talking about with the Discord not working thing. Because, there we go. Now it's booting up. But, again, that's not my point. Oh, let's see if we can get it. There we go. Is it working? Is it working now? Maybe. Maybe, hopefully. There we go. Now it's working. I think. Maybe.
Hey,
there you go, buddy. Told you I'd bring it back on once I got Discord up and running.
well, I'm not gonna stay on too much longer because I gotta get to sleep. But I'll be talking this on Saturday as well. I wanted to do it today, but it was just couldn't get anyone together. I wanted to get Dave Rose or Tex to talk about it, but they weren't available. I was like, fuck it, I'll wait till Saturday.
Yeah, and then I came on.
I was trying to holler at you, but it's like by the time it's like took a nap and I was like, fuck it, I'll deal with it. Especially when there's more information probably going to come out. So
more's gonna as it most of everything you see is pretty much will come out. And but I was gonna let you go ahead and finish your thoughts, and if you need to go. I'm gonna go and give my thoughts. If you want to react to this live stream on your Saturday show, feel free to. I probably will be live streaming around the same time as well. And like I said, because I plan on doing the big blowout with Review Tech, because I want to go ahead and finish off my thoughts with that son of a bitch, and then move on with my life.
fuck Dickers. That guy is just as big a piece of shit as Raja is. I mean, I used to be a big fan of Rich until this whole thing with Jake Haby, and then it seems like his true colors came out after that.
I was gonna say,
So
did you see that JKP straight up cut friend ties with 8-Bit Eric?
no, that dude, they've been friends forever. That's horrible.
Oh yeah, I've got the live stream and everything, so we're gonna be talking all about that. I'm gonna rip into JKB. I'm gonna rip into Review Tech. I'm gonna rip into Jostler. I'm gonna rip into all these motherfuckers live, possibly Saturday, maybe Sunday night. I will let everyone know. But if you need to head out, you need to head out. But you want to go ahead and
Yeah,
just give like your some. Let's see, how should I phrase it? Like, you want to go ahead and give your thoughts and your opinions real quick on the situation. Just your initial thoughts and opinions.
oh, well, I feel like not only Raja is gonna be doing time, that's for sure. There's no way he can squeak out of this one. There's too much evidence against. Two, obviously, he needs to pay for it, but I think he's probably gonna help pay for some of this because I mean he's been proven to egg his son on during this whole thing, so he's guilty as part of it too. The promotion, I think they should get some, especially the bookers, should get some blame as well because I mean they're bringing someone in who's not a wrestler at all. He's an MMA fighter, and you let him want to take advantage of to take some pretty much beat the shit out of someone. So I feel the family and Psycho Stew's probably gonna make a buttload of money from all this once everything's done because I mean I wouldn't think I probably would say Knox Pro will probably be bankrupt because now they're no longer tied with WWE, and that's going to be a big blow.
Yeah,
So
they're no longer part of WWE ID program, and like I said, nobody's
no,
gonna want to touch. Nobody's gonna want to touch it right now for a while. And I do feel bad for Rikishi because Rikishi is the one that's leading the whole thing. So I feel bad for him.
Rikishi wasn't even there, but I guess I think that one guy that was also Samoan Black Pearl, he was running the show, and he's the one. He was like, "Oh, you can go in there and you can fuck him up too." I'm like, he pretty much gave him the green light to pretty much attack him, but uh,
Yeah, he pretty much
he's
gave him the
doing.
green light to like try and end the man's life for no reason.
I'm sure he didn't think of like he's think Black wrestler thinking like, oh well, obviously he probably thought that he's just gonna go in there and punch him a couple times and call it a day. They didn't think he was gonna slam him down and then just mount him and just start punching away like that to the point where they pull him off. Like, I mean, what point was he was such much enraged that he was all bloodied up by the time. Like he was gonna keep going until either exhausted or he killed that guy.
Agreed.
Like so I mean at first everyone would say it was attempted murder. And I was like I think it's more like aggravated assault, but I think
Well,
it's at least aggravated assault to attempted murder.
so basically, attempted murder, at least according to California states, and this is by Legal Mindset, who's a lawyer that went and did the research. According to California law, let's see if hopefully I'm quoting, I'm at least going to be paraphrasing it. Attempted murder is the intentions of murdering and not causing serious bodily harm, but using serious bodily harm to murder person or persons, but adequately failing to do so, meaning that you don't actually kill them, but you put them to the point of death, that they could or could not die.
Well, I mean, it was definitely premeditated because during the whole video, he's like, I'm gonna tag him, I'm gonna give him my legs, I'm gonna fuck him up, and it was during the whole thing. Like, so that's another reason that promotion. It's like, I think it's either Steven Richards or Maven said that once they heard that, they should have benched him.
Yeah,
Or
it was
they should
Maven.
have took him
Maven,
away.
Maven, and Bradshaw Layfield, JBL, said they both said the same thing. They should have pitched him. JBL said they should have threw him out the building, and Maven said they should have stopped any plans with him and brought someone else in to do it.
So, and here's the thing. This is all stemming because of fucking Bear Can that didn't even phase him at all. Some people were saying it was a prop can, but I'm thinking it was probably that wrestler knew how to make it look real, but because Raja didn't even flinch at all, he didn't really react. He actually walked forward instead of like, "Oh my god, my head hurts." It didn't phase him at all. So,
Well, see, I was
and then
one of the people who was saying it was gimmicked, but go ahead.
Well, I mean, it was gimmicked. Then I'm like, why was it there if it was gimmicked? Unless they were planning to take it in there with them.
Yeah,
But I guess it could have.
I was gonna say that was the
But
idea that they
obviously,
were.
it was.
I was gonna say that was the idea that they were going to they were. He was pretty much going to get hit upside the head with it.
It's possible. I mean, it obviously either it was gimmicked or he knew how to rig it up where it was going to explode, but wasn't going to hurt him, you know?
Right.
And Roger just took that so over the top. It's just insane. Because it was like, I could understand if he got like knocked out or really hit badly, then there's some retaliation probably deserved. But he wasn't even phased at all, so he acted like this for no reason, just because he said he wanted to beat up a wrestler, and then he was getting rage baited by his fans, and then getting made fun of by his own dad. But being rage baited from your fans, like, if you can get out of control from your fans, then you shouldn't be doing internet. You shouldn't be on Kick. You shouldn't be on YouTube. You shouldn't be on Twitch. You should be off the internet because
Agreed.
obviously you can't handle it.
Agreed.
Because like I can take a friendly trolling, like like I get friendly trolling in my chat. Very rarely I would ever get anything worse than that in my chat. It's in my comments every once in a while. You'll get a douchebag who would say something mean, and then it's like I would respond and be like, why can't you be creative? Uh, crit- make creative criticism. Why you have to be a dick? Like, like, or I'll straight up just block them and remove the comment if it was really nasty, you know.
See, I hadn't
But
had too many situations where I had that, but I would say as far as like nasty comments, I hear nasty comments all the time about, like you're talking about with things that are said and whatnot. It is what it is. There, I don't. But and I've got my moderation teams set up to deal with stuff like that all the time. That ain't an issue for me. The thing is, and like you pointed out, is that he clearly wasn't mentally capable of doing it. And the fact that, and here's the
no,
thing that should be brought up twofold, is that one, he was concussed, which means he wasn't mentally okay at all. Nobody who's concussed is okay. And if you say you're okay after you've been concussed, I promise you, you're not okay.
uh, granted, yeah, he had concussion, but that is not an excuse. That concussion did not just cause you to forget what's right and wrong.
It
It didn't
can.
like go like
Now, to be fair, it can.
not
But the thing I'm going to state with
that's that.
that, and even the lawyer, Legal Mindset, pointed out, and even Maven pointed out, with the concussion in hand, if the father knew for a fact and the coach knew for a fact and AJ knew for a fact that he was concussed days prior to the event, he should not have been there, period. They should have
No,
picked someone
but
else, or they should have moved that angle to a later date when he was mentally cleared and capable of wrestling.
I still think using a concussion is a crutch,
Well,
as an excuse.
now in the illegal
I'm
sense, it
saying,
is, because it is considered diminished responsibility.
but that's uh, like giving Chris Benoit because he had CTE that it's okay. He had CTE. He didn't know what he was doing. Like bullshit, the motherfucker. I'm like, yeah, he had CTE, but wouldn't he not be able to wrestle or anything? He was still able to wrestle and do everything still. It was just, I
I,
still say that what happened to Benoit, that he had obviously CTE, but he had void rage. And there was a something triggered him, obviously from Nancy. So,
as far
but
as I'm concerned, and I'll still stand by this, and I've been told I'm mentally insane and this and that. This is where a lot of people will mock me, but I could give a damn less. Is that I still believe he was murdered. He was murdered. His family was murdered to cover up what was going on with the drugs, and that's as far as I say.
I agree with what Tex said because I said before, like you were there when I brought up the point first, but when Tex brought it up, but Tex extended his theory. I just said that I was thought maybe Eddie and Chris Benoit was gay lovers. He had a longer story that maybe not only they were gay lovers, that Nancy uh, found out, and that was what caused the fight. You know, but
I'm highly doubtful because our family knew both of them pretty well, and Chris never showed signs of being a homosexual. And our family was a very accepting family. Like, we were one of the first few families in the wrestling business that really pushed for wrestling to drop homophobia as altogether. And now I can't say anything about Eddie. I don't know any. We didn't know Eddie Guerrero. We knew his brothers, but I don't. As far as I'm concerned, at least some of our siblings are concerned, we didn't really know Eddie as well. We just knew Chavo, both his father and his son, Chavo Senior and Junior. My mother still talks to Junior. She also told Junior he did a
well, let me
terrible
bring
job with the Ric Flair bio. Oh no, the not Ric Flair's bio, the Iron Claw movie.
let me bring this up before I go to bed. But I would definitely say, do you think that both Eddie and Chris would Like they're definitely man. They're mainly men. They're not gonna admit like, well, we're gay lovers. I'm like, they're not gonna come out of the closet and admit that they're gay.
Well, I'm not
I
saying both of
mean,
them are dead,
you could.
but let's rewind back to when they were alive. I'll put it like this: if they were alive, or we'll go back to when they were alive and say they were confronted, would they've admitted? If it was true, now I'm going to say if, because there's no facts to prove it. But if it was true that these two were secret lovers, there's no fucking way they would admit it, because that would be an affair, and that would be a scandal in WWE's hands because of the affair and the fact that it's the early 2000s. Homophobia was still an extremely horrible thing in the United States.
So that's what I'm saying. Uh, that one, they would probably feel like they get blackballed, and you see what they did with Chris Canyon when there was allegedly they might have found out that Chris Canyon was probably gay, and that's when Undertaker did that vicious chair shot to the head to him. But is it true? I don't know.
Did you see the podcast with them? Because Maven and the Undertaker both talked about it. The 6 Feet Under podcast, both talked about it. The Undertaker didn't give a shit that he was gay. Like, even Mark Calloway has stated clearly he does not care about people's sexuality. He doesn't care to discuss it. He comes from a family of conservatives that says you don't discuss your sexuality with our people like that. That's where he comes from. He's not homophobic in any sense of the word.
Well, we kind of left that Albuquerque, so I'll be talking about this on Saturday. So if you want to come by, you're welcome to come by. But we're also gonna do we'll probably have a little longer episode. We're definitely gonna do Clash at Paris. So probably not super.
Go ahead.
Probably not too late, but because Clash of Paris starts early, so I'm not gonna say 8 hours or something. Maybe 5 to 6 hours, give or take.
Right.
But I'm gonna hit the hay, so I'll talk to you later.
Oh, you're good, brother. You have a blessed night. You got it? And I appreciate you coming on to the live stream and saying hi and everything. Shout out your show real quick so that way people know where to find you.
Casey is Raw Gaming and Wrestling, or probably easier just put Casey is Raw.
Yeah, and that's where you can find him. Make sure you go subscribe to him, guys. Give him some love. Give him some support. Like you said, he'll be live Saturday night. If I'm not live Saturday night, go over to his show, show him some love, show him some support. I love you, Casey. Thank you for coming on. And we should definitely get on and do a live stream again sometime soon.
Yeah, definitely.
Actually, you know what? You're invited to come on the Review Tech live stream if you want to come on there and have the big blowout with me. You are more than welcome to come on.
I'm done with talking about Rich. I'm done with him.
I don't blame you.
So,
and since this is over, I'm fucking done with him too. But you have a blessed night, brother.
See you.
So that's the end of that. Now let's continue on with the show because we still got quite a bit more to watch. So let's go ahead, get in the full screen, baby. And let's continue watching the episode.
By Rikishi. And it's allegedly a wrestling school. More on that in a minute. But they're having a show. And again, Rikishi wasn't there, and I don't know. Is this one of those things where a lot of guys own wrestling schools and a lot of guys just, it's Sam Smith's wrestling school and somebody else pays Sam Smith to say that? I don't know what's going on. It looks like there's a family involvement. which may mean that, it's been the Samoan family tradition. When one of the guys does well, he spreads the wealth around that rest of the family. So did he buy a brother-in-law wrestling school? I don't fucking know. But they're doing a show. And one of the wrestlers, the guy in the cowboy hat, the dick that the hero of the piece is blaming for stirring all this shit up. What's his name? Do you remember his name?
I had never seen or heard of him before. I'd have to look it up. I don't remember.
Cowboy hat fella. There's a guy walking around wearing a cowboy hat. He knows Raja Jackson. And he has Raja Jackson, the son of Quentin Rampage Jackson, come to the show to hang out with him, and he brings him to, oh, goddamn. The dressing room was a parking lot with a tent behind some cars. And, hey, you know what? I've been on some low-budget propositions before. And, in the various training centers that I've been involved in or fucking spot shows or whatever. But it's a bunch of guys. Honestly, it's a bunch of fucking guys that do this for fun on the fucking weekends, sitting around in lawn chairs next to a tent in a fucking parking lot, adjoining a building where they're having a wrestling show. Where what was the crowd, Brian? Was there 50 people? Did they have room to get 50 people in there?
It was a small building and a small crowd. I don't know how many.
Okay. And this promotion, because Rikishi owns it, or it's the family thing. I'm sure they got a favor deal. They have one of those WWE ID affiliations, or they did. More on that in a moment.
Yep.
But it's I can tell by the guys and the manner of which was going on. This is a bunch of guys that do this for fun on the fucking weekends. If anybody thinks they're going to fucking be a star off of this proposition, because number one, the guy that is Psycho Stu, who again, he did nothing stupid, maybe ignorant to the business, isn't a reason to have your head bashed in while you're unconscious. Don't even know what's happening.
Yep.
But he's sitting there when Roger Jackson walks up and is talking to some of the other guys, and he sees, I guess, whoever the guy was filming him. And apparently the story is, and the video backs it up, that he thought they were doing an angle or shooting something or working something. So he wants to get in on it, and he gets up and comes up, and I don't know, Brian, you couldn't really hear what they said. It didn't last long, but he didn't challenge the guy. Oh, you don't know me? No, I don't know you. I'm Psycho Stu. He was trying to get on camera, and he picks up one of the empty beer cans. They're drinking before the show.
Yep.
And also this guy, and I'm going to say this, he's a veteran, Psycho Stu. They said that he did this to deal with his PTSD, but I also saw somebody say that he's been there for like 10 years. So sometimes there's guys like that everybody knows them, everybody likes them.
Yeah, so that's where I'm like, okay, what the fuck? Like, seriously, what the fuck? Because the thing about it is, and for me at least, it's like, what the fuck? Because the thing is, they didn't you are bringing in somebody who has no idea how the wrestling business works, and now you bring him into a situation, and then Roger's trying to get involved with something he shouldn't be getting involved with. The man's fucking concussed. He's hurt bad. And now you're just like, it's like, what the fuck? What is this? Why are we being so stupid in that particular situation? But again, I don't know, man. That ain't me. I ain't the one to book this shit, and I wouldn't have booked this shit. I would not have booked this shit. That's just me. I would not have booked this. I would not have even remotely have booked this. And that's why I think this incredibly stupid. That they're just like, hey, let's just go ahead and book this thing, shall we? Let's just, because that like, again, it's just, I don't understand the fucking stupidity of it all. That's what makes it so bad. Is that I don't understand these people's stupidity. Like, not even, I can't fathom the stupidity, even just a little bit. I just can't. It's like, it makes no sense to me. But again, what do I know? What do I know? Let's continue.
Some in the school, they're eccentric. Even sometimes, even in the territories, Mike Sharp used to take 20 showers a day. But they're a little different, or they don't quite pick up on it. But apparently, Stu picks up one of the empty beer cans and hits the guy over the head with it, Raja, who doesn't sell it because he's like, what the fuck is this guy doing? And then Stu says, you ain't going to sell it? He didn't know what the fuck's even going on. And I saw one report said, well, it was a gimmicked beer can. There's no such thing as a gimmick beer can, idiots. It's just an empty beer can. You're not going to kill somebody with this, hit them like that. It's just one of these stupid hardcore things that fat guys who play wrestler on the weekends think is cool from ECW, because Sandman used to do it. You just hit the fucking guy. It hurts. It might cut you if you get him right, but it's not going to. But the point is, he hits the guy with the beer can, and Raja is like, what the fuck is this? And he starts to bow up. And Brian, then one of the Samoan bloodline family was that he looked like Alpha the Samoan if he was dehydrated. I don't know who this fucking guy is.
Someone told me it was the Black Pearl, who I believe is actually the son of Alpha and Sika's older brother, but I'm not certain. But that's what I was told by someone.
I don't know, but he looks like he's 100. And I guess he's supposed to be the veteran, or in some way, is he an official person here? He's the one who stands up. You know, brother, he's not a worker. He's not a worker. Here's another thing. Nobody that's actually a worker just says to people, or they didn't used to, not told, everybody thinks they're smart when they come into wrestling school because they're already internet smart. But he would say he's not a worker. He's a kayfabe. He's not with it, whatever, but he's not a worker. We didn't call each other workers to begin with.
Yes.
We were working and we were workers, but to each other, we didn't say, hi, fellow worker. You're all fucking internet smart. So dehydrated Alpha gets up and tries to cool him down, and the cowboy hat guy comes in, and I think he was there getting in the middle of that, right? But then apparently they talk him down, and they tell Stu, no, this guy, he's not shooting an angle. He doesn't know what the fuck you're doing. And they tell, the dehydrated Alpha tells Raja, oh, yeah, he think we're always working here. He thought we were working. Have I described this so far like it actually stupidly happened, Brian?
Yeah, and also you brought up this is all outside. It's the middle of the day, so the sun's just...
It looks like they're hiding behind 3 or 4 parked cars next to a tent in some chairs with a fucking table full of beer cans.
Your first thought isn't they're backstage at a wrestling show.
No.
So yeah, the confrontation happens. Apparently, Psycho Sue was alerted that this wasn't a worker, this wasn't an angle or whatever he thought, and he apologized or tried to make amends several times, and those are on camera.
Yes, and the guy even finally said, okay, we're cool. But then they have a brilliant idea, a wonderfully brilliantly evil idea. They come up and they tell Stu, well, we're going to make something out of it. Make something out of what? What the fuck? Suddenly people are going to descend on this location to buy tickets to see what the fuck? It's so wrong on so many levels. Nobody knows who any of these people are except Roger Jackson, who wandered into this, and he's a goddamn mental case if we haven't mentioned that. And what the hero of the piece that saved Stu later on,
Doug Mallow, apparently is his name.
Doug Mallow claims in a podcast that Cowboy Hat fellow didn't like Stu and wound up Raja Jackson, and somehow the promotion, aka Dehydrated Alpha, decides to go along with this by putting Raja Jackson in a spot in the match where he's going to leave the front row of ringside and go in and tackle Psycho Stu and get his receipt back. And
Because
the
that makes
cowboy hat
sense.
guy is on camera explaining, I told you what a receipt is, right? And again, and there's so many of these fucking goofy, smart mark, internet smart, alleged fans, alleged experts, MMA fans, whatever, that just think that they know all the terminology and they're so goddamn with it. As Frank Spaceman Hickey would say, with it, not with it.
See, again, that just goes to show you that, again, these people, they don't know what the fuck they were doing. None of these people knew what the fuck they were doing. And they put in, like, again, I feel so bad for Stu because he didn't fucking know what was happening. That fucking AJ Cowboy guy can go fuck himself. He can go fuck himself. I literally mean he can go fuck himself. Most useless fucking wrestler I've ever heard of, ever met, ever seen in my entire life. Unbelievable. The fact that anybody would work with that motherfucker is just a miracle. It's a fucking miracle. Unfucking believable, man. Unfucking believable. People like that are the worst. They are the fucking worst. Let's continue.
No, he was just going to get, that's his receipt. You fucking idiot. A receipt is when somebody's careless and fucking throws a kick to your chest and kicks you in the fucking lip and gives you a bloody lip. And when you grab them in a fucking headlock and you goddamn take your knuckle and you fucking pap them on the fucking cheek or something like, go motherfucker. Or one of those, you know, Vader Hansen type of receipts where they just club you on the side of the fucking head once to wake you up. Or whatever, but not goddamn attempted murder and intentional brain damage. But all of these every wrestler on this show, apparently, with the exception of Doug, is internet smart. And they're all a bunch, and this guy wound them up to where they have this guy come in and do a fucking spot on poor old Stu, who may very well be psycho. Maybe he was drinking, maybe he's just not that bright. Again, not an excuse for attempted murder. And somehow this passes by the chain of command in this goddamn flea market they're running out there, where this is all okay. And then finally, now the Raja Jackson is sitting in the front row with his camera guy in Stu's match, waiting for his spot.
And see, again, Maven talked about it. Maven talked about it on like his podcast, that on our podcast on his show. Maven talked about it that they should have not fucking let that happen. They should have stopped him. Because they should have. They should have absolutely fucking stopped him. The fact they didn't stop him is what's insane. The fact that they did not go out of their way to stop what was going to happen. That they didn't step in and go, you know what? Somebody at production should have fucking said, you know what? Let's not do this. Let's not do this. Because they should have known it was going to fucking happen. They should have known. Because who the fuck couldn't see that coming from a mile away? Hey, you know, this MMA guy who just got struck upside the head with a beer can, had a concussion days prior. Hey, you know what? Let's bring him into a wrestling match. What's the worst that could possibly happen? Oh, he murdered a wrestler? Yeah, that totally won't happen. Fucking idiots. All of them. All these people are fucking idiots. It's unbelievable. I don't understand how these people can just act like this. I don't understand. It makes no sense to me. It's retarded. It's just retarded. The whole fucking thing was retarded and could have been easily avoided if they had just not fucking did that. Period. I'm just saying. I am just fucking saying. But let's continue.
And he's saying, they told me to go in there and take him down and hit him. Well, I'm going to hit him as many times as I can before they pull him off of me. You watch and see. And he's predicating and admitting in advance to everything he's about to do. And he's broadcasting it. And then when you know who won the pony, when his time comes, he goes in there, double leg dives the guy, snaps him down. If the guy didn't hit the back of his head and was still conscious after the first punch, he wasn't, because he just drilled him right in the face. And then, what did they say, Brian? Was it 22 or 23 punches 23. That he threw as hard and as fast as he could?
27
I don't think more than 16 connected, though. And he's in a ring full of people. Nobody's doing any goddamn thing.
Well, apparently, from what I heard, the first person in there who tried to do something and there was nothing he could do was only 17 years old.
Yeah, oh, here, yes, yeah. Remind me when I talk about legal liability later on here in the episode. The first person to get to the scene of not to get to the scene, but to react to the scene of the attempted murder is a minor.
Yep.
Then he tries to pull his maniac off, and of course that doesn't work. And then
only 17.
Doug comes. And Doug's looks pretty fucking stout to me and apparently has some experience. And he's trying to pull the guy off, Raja, and he's pulling him off, and Raja tries to double leg him. And he fucking, it wasn't quite so easy as the guy was working with him a minute ago. And he didn't let him, he fucking snatched him. And apparently, as more people then came on, Raja punched him in the eye, Doug, and busted his eye open. So Doug headbutted him and drilled him back.
Yeah, in that interview that he did, Doug said in his mind as it was happening, and you can't really doubt this, if Raja Jackson had succeeded in taking him down with a double leg, he would have tried to kill him too.
Yep.
This was a guy that was going to just do this and until someone stopped him, it seemed like.
Well, he was already beaten. I mean, anybody hadn't seen this, it's just ridiculous. And he's supposedly a Raja Jackson, a trained fighter, like George Goulas. He's the George Goulas of MMA. Apparently, because his father. Otherwise, nobody would know who this fucking waste of sperm was.
Oh, felt
but
it.
People are saying, well, he's a trained fighter. He can't fake it like the wrestlers. No. This is, if you're a trained fighter or a talented amateur, this is attempted murder of an unconscious body.
Right.
With no defense whatsoever.
It wasn't landing punches on someone who's trying to defend themselves and they're blocking you. This was a downed opponent who was out cold. Then he decided to start throwing as many punches as he could.
Yes, and the thing is, so when Doug's pulling him off, and Doug is actually a fucking challenge, if Raja got a fucking chance to get on top of him, what do you think he'd have fucking done? Because now you've got to be scared. Oh, shit. Somebody fucking fighting back here. I got to panic even more because he was in the zone. Because apparently the 42 fucking people that watched this guy wander around his life on camera were winding him up like, you let that guy get away with that, hitting you in the head with that can and everything. And I guess now people are saying that his father verbally abuses him, belittles him, fucking is just a dick or whatever in some fashion. So this guy's got mental. And did you love that? Hold on, I may be jumping ahead, but goddamn it, just all this is so crazy. Old Rampage, when he puts out a statement saying, oh, I can't believe my son did this and I'm so ashamed or whatever he said, but he did suffer a concussion in sparring a few days ago. He's already setting up a brain damage defense because his goddamn little felon fucking bitch pussy son is trying to kill unconscious people.
Oh, felt it. And see, that's what I'm talking about right there, right? That's what I'm talking about, is the fact that it's like he pretty much, oops, my bad. He pretty much knew that his son was, like, again, there was a video literally showing him live on air saying that he knew that his son, like, he had to have bail money set up for his son. Not college funds, bail money. So, like, what the fuck, man? Seriously, what the fuck? And no wonder why the other two kids live in fucking Japan. I would want to get away from you as quick as fucking possible. Because holy shit, you're insane. Because he is. He's absolutely insane. I mean, who the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? This is a big what the fuck situation that should have been avoided, but it wasn't. Because nobody fucking cared. Nobody. Not a damn soul cared. And it's sad. It's fucking sad that it came to that. Oh man, I feel so fucking bad. Like, this whole situation is so horrible, and it shouldn't have happened. It just should not have happened. And the fact of the matter is that it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse as this goes on, because now Raja's probably going to go to jail for the rest of his life. There's no way there's no way in hell he will ever escape going to jail over this one. This is it. This is the end of his fucking career. This is the end of his life as he knows it. He'll be lucky if he can even get a job after this, because no MMA career is going to want to take him on after this, because clearly he can't control his fucking rage to save his life. And also, he probably should get separated from his father. That might help as well. Because clearly, if it's true that his father is verbally abusing him, he needs to be separated from him. Because clearly, then Jackson doesn't care for his son. Just saying. Let's continue.
So anyway, back to this fucking deal. So again, not only were there people in the ring, this was the referee, the rest of the match was happening, whatever. And Doug, who was over by the stage, apparently not like it's a big building again, but this is by his words, he was at the stage and he saw it and had to run in. Other people could have chose to, and they didn't. And then when the pull apart and he gets his eye busted, and he headbutts the guy, and they pull Jackson out of the fucking ring and they're taking him out. Somebody else in the match covered the fucking guy that had just been goddamn beaten to a pulp and is bleeding out of his face everywhere, covered him, and the referee counted it. Can you rewind that and just have me say that again? Because I don't know if I get those words out again.
And I guess at that point, too, that's when he was also choking on his own teeth and blood.
Yes, he was in the process of choking on all of the teeth that was described as a lot that got knocked out, and the blood that was not only coming from inside of his mouth, but also in various parts of his face. Somebody covers him, and the referee counts it because they got to get the finish in.
Which is just like the most fucked up thing ever.
Again, what kind of goddamn dog and fucking pony show? See, that's the thing is, and I told you earlier today, I said we ought to get Jay Sharknado to dig up when we talked about the developmental program, I don't know how many months and months ago, and all the thousands of hours of audio we've done. and I talked about being the guy booking the third-party appearances and bookings for the talent in the 90s when I was in Stamford and working in the office. And how if the guys, autograph sessions, yes, but also if the guys that didn't get booked often then and weren't on big contracts, if they could work for some independent promoters, as long as they paid a booking fee and we knew that the promoters were somewhat legitimate, they would be allowed to do that. And it was a boon to the guys that ran decent shows. But eventually, after I left, because nobody wanted to fuck with it, they just said, well, nobody can wrestle anymore. Actually, I think right before I left, they said, nobody can wrestle anymore because we don't want to fuck with these people. Because something might happen to get them in the fucking newspaper. Or get them on TV and there's a WWE guy standing next to the scene of the fucking crime or whatever. 30 years later, nothing has changed. That's why this WWE ID thing, and they give it out to this, again, it's in the family. Oh, it's Rikishi's thing. Okay, whatever. But Jesus H. Christ, Rikishi ought to know better if his name's going to be on it. If he ain't there, he ought to have people that know what the fuck they're doing. And you can tell that they don't actually, none of them know what the fuck they're doing. To be honest with you, this wrestling school, allegedly, in quotation marks, because none of these people would be in a legitimate one. Except for Doug. Because everybody else looked like a goddamn bunch of fucking foons. So anyway, they drag Roger Jackson out and they take him out the building and he starts walking down the street with his cameraman saying, I'm tired of these motherfuckers taking advantage of me. I ain't playing. And he's just walking down the street, further admitting, confessing to, yeah, this motherfucker ain't going to fly with me. And then some of the...
Which, that's just like fucking fantastic, right? That is fucking fantastic that he would make a statement like that. It's just like, hey, motherfuckers ain't gonna play with me no more, man. Nobody's gonna fucking play with me no more, man. It's like, oh my God, you couldn't sound like a bigger bitch even if you wanted to. It's like, he's the biggest fucking bitch on the face of this fucking planet. I'm just saying, he's a big fucking bitch. He's a bitch. He's a total bitch. Because why else would you do that? Why else would you do stuff like this? I'm just fucking saying. He's like, only a bitch-made man would act like this. I'm just saying. Anyways, let's continue on with the video in question.
Wrestlers, allegedly, in quotation marks, around the show were brave enough to come to within a block of him and yell horrible words at him. After he just beat up one of the boys on the fucking cart and put him in a hospital. How did that motherfucker get out of the building?
That's a good fucking question.
I mean, Jesus H. Christ. What do you think if somebody to fucking in Crockett, almost nobody liked Tully. But if somebody had beat the fuck out of Tully, he would have got 10 feet. The whole rest of the card would have ripped him into pieces.
Hey, Travis Scott smacked Cody in the ear. Just walked in the back smiling and high-fiving everyone. Everyone told me he did a great job. But you have to think if there was an assault like that, you'd have to think there'd be a line of people, if not running to the ring, waiting for the person to get in the back. You would have to think that.
Well, they didn't go to the back. He went out the side or whatever. I'm told there wouldn't have been a wait for it to come to the back, and there was no back in this goddamn building. There was plenty of ass, but no back.
Yep.
All those other wrestlers were standing a fucking round with their dicks in their fucking hands. They probably couldn't find their own dicks because they were such pussies. And one guy is the guy to get on this motherfucker. Again, and then they call an ambulance and fucking take him, and he was critical but stable was the description after the fact. I don't know that one of those doesn't contradict the other. I guess you get, well, he's no change. He's still fucking critical. But I know, let me try to walk this through step by step and explain how in any kind of legitimate professional environment, not only just because they're affiliated with the WWE, but just taking pride in anything you fucking do. Or is it just a money grab for the in-laws or the dehydrated alpha or whatever? But I'm not even going to talk about, oh, we'd have done it this way at Ohio Valley Wrestling, even though I'm going to talk about that in part. But the reason why we did it that way was because it was the way that it was done every goddamn where else that I'd ever been successful or professional or fucking just not allow stupid things like this to happen. Because this is another one of those modern phenomenons that could never happen in the legitimate professional wrestling industry. Everybody's internet smart. Yes, if you have a low budget school and you got a low budget show, then by all means dress out a parking lot under a tent. There's no shame in that. You don't have to be too poor to paint and too proud to whitewash. That's fine. But the first thing is nobody needs to be drinking beer, even if it's a Saturday afternoon and it's good weather because it's California. There's no drinking until after the show, number one. Number two, how the fuck did Roger Jackson just wander into even if it's the dressing room, even if the dressing room is outdoors in a parking lot, it's in the back, it's not accessible to the public. A guy brought him in there that's friends with him. Hey, my friend, come on down and hang out with me and I'll take you back here and we'll talk to all the boys. No.
On camera.
Oh, well, I'm not even there yet. Just the idea of, I'm sorry. If it's a friend of yours or your brother-in-law or your fucking wife or your sister or your uncle or whoever the fuck family member or member of your social circle it is, they ain't in the fucking locker room. They're just not there. The people that are allowed in the locker room, and I know everybody's going to say in the WWE, they've got camera personnel and it's okay, fuck you. I'm talking about a goddamn wrestling show. And especially at a wrestling school where you're supposed to teach these principles. Nobody in the locker room except the boys that are on the card, whether it be wrestlers, referees, managers, anybody that's on the card, part of the show, your ring announcer and your local promoter. And that's it. In the territories, even the goddamn uniformed police weren't often allowed in the locker room. And a lot of building managers had to be insulted. But we're renting the building for these 4 hours tonight, so you can't go in the locker room. It was for a variety of reasons, to protect kayfabe, to cut down on, because guys, especially when it was a cash business, or guys had jewelry or shit, the fewer guys in the locker room, something goes missing, fewer suspects.
Yep.
And also because it was just goddamn protocol. And you didn't, on spot shows, a guy might bring his kid and the kid, we'd send the kid to run errands, like that type of thing. That was a little bending the rules, but whatever the fuck. But there was not this goddamn, we can just bring anybody.
Right. And that's the thing about it is that in the old school territory days, you didn't just bring in people because you felt like it. You like, sorry, my keys, like, for some reason, I ain't working. There we go. So, here's the thing, right? My bad, I gotta get my knee here. So, here's the thing, right? Is that, like Jim Christ said, that was how we did it in the old school days. Like, the only reason I'm in the back is if I need to go tell my brother Buck, hey, like, if I'm not on the card, if, like, my brother Buck's on the card and I need to tell him something because, like, he turns off his devices and everything, he puts it all in his backpack and everything. If our mother needs to give him something, I'll go to the back real quick, let him know, hey, this is what's happening, real quick. There you go, done, over, right? Because he puts his devices away so that way people won't steal his shit while he's wrestling. Makes sense. And so Like, other than that, I don't stay in the back too long unless one of the guys pulls me to the back and wants to talk to me for a little bit, or if it's the end of the show and everybody's going home, then I'll be in the back. But other than that, for the majority of the time with wrestling shows, you'll see me out in the front, either selling gimmicks or running errands or doing whatever. But like, I won't stay in the back because like, if I'm not wrestling on the card and I'm not doing production work, I don't need to be in the back. Plain simple. I can walk into the back because of my family's reputation and everything, but I'm not going to do that unless I need or want to talk to the promoter. That would be the other reason. But those are like the reasons why. Other than that, I stay out of the back because I don't need to be in the back. So, yeah, the fact that again that he was in the back pisses me off because he should not have been in the back. Period. He should not have been a part of this fucking show. Period. It was bullshit. Anyways, let's continue on with the live stream. If I can get the. Sometimes I can get the key working. Sometimes I don't. There we go. Let's continue.
If Cowboy Hat Guy had wanted to bring the son of a celebrity, whether he's an MMA fighter or a noted contortionist on the Ed Sullivan Show, he should have gone to whoever was running the show, either as the booker or as the promoter, and said, I've got a celebrity's kid, wants to meet the boys, and then you set up a separate fucking deal. And so in OVW or in any other promotion that I've worked in or been responsible for, number one, the Cowboy Hat Guy would have got yelled at for bringing the guy back to begin with. And then secondly, with a camera broadcasting to the world. No, and
it was fucking live streaming.
Not even for kayfabe reasons, but also for whatever guy walks out of the fucking porta potty with his dick out. But and again, there weren't the camera phones in OVW or in the territories, but people had video cameras. If a guy had come in, that's what I'm talking about. This school is a bogus fucking insult to wrestling schools. If they have no more structure, no more discipline, no more control than what they have, and they have taught any of these guys no more than what they've taught them. If a guy came in with a visitor, unauthorized, he'd have been kicked out in the OVW locker room. If a guy came with a camera or a friend with a camera, he would have not only been booted, he might have been fucking expelled in the locker room without permission. Then, if any of the boys sitting around happened to see somebody with a camera and some other people talking and just went up and inserted themselves in it for whatever reason without being told, he would have got cussed out. And if he'd have picked up a fucking can and hit a guy that he's never seen before and hadn't been told to, he would be expelled and told to get the fuck out now. Except if, like, Psycho Stu is one of those guys that maybe he doesn't pick up on things too quick and it's just him. Okay, Stu, you can't be doing that. But you got cussed nevertheless at the time. If you're just a regular person, he would have got expelled. And instead of dehydrated office standing up and just joshing, in my position, I would have been the one cussing at the guy for hitting the other guy in the head with a can, cussing at the guy for being in the locker room, cussing at the guy for bringing the guy in the locker room, and cussing at the guy with the fucking camera phone. All of you get the fuck out of here.
Amen. All of them should have got. Like, I'm not saying that Stu is completely innocent, but however, Stu did apologize for what happened, so I don't think Stu deserves a lot of hatred. But again, that's not the point here. I think the point should be is that this could have been avoided. This should have been avoided, and it wasn't. And that's what's sad about it. Is that it should have been avoided. And I'm in love. I'm loving Jim Cornette's commentary. His commentary's been fucking fantastic. Like, that's kind of why I haven't really been saying a whole lot, because he's been kind of saying what I've been thinking. He's been saying what I've been thinking the whole time. But again, this commentary is fucking fantastic. If you guys have not been watching, I will say I don't care much for Jim Cornette's commentary when it comes to politics or whatever. He's got Trump deranged syndrome like any other Democrat does. But his videos are fucking fantastic. And like, this commentary is just great. It's just fantastic. It's totally fantastic. Well, let's continue.
So there's that. But then they decided to make something out of it and put him in a spot, which means apparently either somebody, was it cowboy hat guy, maybe dehydrated Alpha, maybe he's had enough of fucking Stu. Well, let this fucking kid go in and leg dive him and give him a fucking receipt, as they call it.
Yeah, why make something of this? For who?
There's no reason. For nobody. How would it increase their exposure to the 70 people watching Raja? Oh, it's increased their exposure now. But I don't believe that.
Really? Must watch indie match of all time now.
Yes, from an ex fucking indie. But so they're going to make something out of it to fuck with fucking Stu in some fashion at the simplest, basic terms. They're going to fuck with Stu for being an idiot, hit him with a can, let him leg dive him, give him a shot. And of course, they don't even bother to think through a receipt. What's that? Give him a good one. What is that? Or you say punch him in the mouth, but don't hit him in the goddamn cheek or the fucking eye, or don't break his nose, or good Lord, don't kick him in the balls so hard that his fucking testicles explode. That could be a good one, or a shot, or whatever.
Oh, good God.
There's no instruction whatsoever.
Oh, good God on that one, buddy. Ooh. I didn't want to think about that one. Ugh. So again, it's like a lot of it just could have been fucking avoided. A lot of this is just, we could have avoided this if we just didn't do stupid shit. Again, these motherfuckers could have avoided all of it. All of it could have been avoided. But nobody wants to. And again, the promotion deserves to be blamed for it just as much as Raja does. And again, the cowboy guy should not get away with it. Cowboy guy, like I said, should be blackballed from every fucking wrestling place on the face of this planet. He should never see another fucking show again. Never, ever, ever, fucking, ever, 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 fucking be, in another wrestling show ever. He should never see the light of another wrestling show again. He should never fucking be a part of any wrestling show again. And nobody should book him. Nobody should be booking him. Period. Nobody. Not a damn soul should be booking that motherfucker. Period. For any reason. There's no reason to. The motherfucker clearly doesn't give a shit about his wrestling guys and about the people he works with. He only gives a shit about himself because he's a narcissistic prick. And that's honestly what I think. And so, I think and that's honestly how I feel about it. And like I said, so I'm not gonna cover the full video in question though. So we're gonna hop out of here. With that, I thought I would just let you guys know, let you guys kind of see a little bit of Jim Canette's opinion. I'll post the full video below. But I want to go ahead and show you just a little bit more of let's see if I can. Oh, I got 2 pages. Why is it 2? Oh, that might be the reason why I'm having so much issue with that. Yeah, let me not load that because we don't need that. But let me go ahead and load this up real quick. And again, like I said, should not have happened. It should just not have happened. Actually, while I'm there, why don't I like this? I can just open up another tab. Close that one down. Open you up. Oh, I forgot something I needed to do real quick. I knew there was something I needed to do. I'll go here. I forgot I got this on real quick. Let me turn this off. There we go. That should help with that. I keep forgetting to turn off my VPN before I live stream. You gotta remember to turn that off, otherwise then it screws with my it screws with it. There we go. Now everything should be working just fine. Alright. Cool, I'm not being tagged in anything. Let me go see. I should have the. Oh, good God. So I saw something I didn't want to see. That's fine. Again, the point is that it's fucking ridiculous that happened, right? Oh yeah, and Mark Henry's opinion about it. Mark Henry saying that he was perfectly justifying what he did. Oh yeah. So let me show you this real quick. Let me pull this over here because you're gonna love this, guys. You are going to love this. This is just fantastic. Ready to read this. So Rampage Jackson has a crashes out due to the backlash from it. So he goes on Twitter again and he goes, "Say what you want about me, twist my words all you want. Hopefully none of your kids fuck up bad enough to have people judging your parenting." Ooh, he doesn't know how to use spacing. Good God, he's got a check mark too, so it's not like he's fucking. It's not. He can type as many letters as he wants to. What the fuck? Use spell check, asshole. When all is said and done, when justice takes place, no matter what happens, I'll still be the parent that loves all his kids. I love he's got to put all in all caps, as if we're implying that he doesn't love his kids. That's just fantastic. I'm allowed to complain about the racism. Two human beings being involved in this, but hey, it's the internet. Be yourself. It's no racism. There is no racism. Your son's an asshole. You tried to murder somebody. Go fuck yourself. Oh yeah, and there's the unfortunate school shooting. So that's why I was showing you Psycho Stu. He is currently conscious. So thank God. Praise the Lord. Seriously, praise the Lord on that one. He is conscious, and at least wise he's still alive. He has a long road to recovery, but at least wise he's still alive. Yeah, yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, sure, they faked that. It looked like he touched. I mean, it's possible. I'm willing to give him credit and say that's possible that it's faked. It didn't happen, like they said. And if that all wasn't working, that actually could explain why there isn't any jail time or anything like that. Let's see, and there's the MMA guru being called out for supposed racism. But that is a interesting theory. That is a very interesting theory. But anyways, that's all pretty much all what I've got to show you tonight. Like I said, there's let me see if I can get. Oh, come on, Key. I mean, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't for some weird reason. Might be a glitch or whatever. But let's see if I can get it switch over now. Oh, nope, fine, whatever. Anyways, like I said, I appreciate you guys coming on. Like I said, the after show doesn't usually last as long as the main show. The main show lasts around 3 to 4 hours. So if you want to watch that, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'll let you know when I go live. I got a few things I got to take care of. I got some drum covers coming up. And it looks like I'm going to be using this software because, man, this actually stayed on air the whole time and it wasn't bugging out like crazy. Because I normally have extreme issues with Streamlabs. And like I said, OBS has been unstable lately, so it's nice having some stable software that I can live stream with. It isn't just stuck to one platform. But anyways, like I said, I'm gonna let you guys go now because I'm gonna get ready for bed because I'm exhausted and I gotta get some sleep. But I thought I would kind of live stream a little bit of the update and kind of listen to Jim Cornette's opinions. We'll talk more about this Sunday night. But until then, thank you all so much for watching. And like I said, make sure you tell your friends that you love them. Good night, everybody. Good night.
Sooner or later, these things will start showing themselves.